Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 1 of KickTok. Got my boy Henny with me. Dave, let's get it going.
All right. For our first topic, my question would be directed to Dave. And how well do you think Chelsea did over the transfer window? And what are your comments?
Chelsea transfer window. It's still not over
Yeah.
because every game we get injuries, so it's still not over. I know we buying everybody, but it's needed to build a team. Right now our injury list is almost 11 people. So just like last season, it just keeps going. So the transfer window, I'm happy with the transfer, especially the midfield that we got, instead of Liverpool. And but I'm hoping we add maybe a striker because I don't know when Brojan is gonna come back. So adding a striker might help us.
Was adding a striker to go on bench?
No, Nkunku's injured for half the season.
I
And
mean,
he was the only
tough,
senior
though.
type of player. Everybody's young. So
Yeah.
they've been asking for senior striker, and we got Jackson, who's amazing, but he's still young. Nkunku was our support. Nkunku's out for 6 months.
Yeah.
And even after that, we're not even sure if he's going to be fit enough to play for a month or two. It's ACL, so I'm hoping we get somebody in the front because the back is secure. The midfield now is secured. We have two, and then we have the other players that were already there. So the only thing missing is Nkunku type of player to support Jackson, because Jackson by himself, we've seen the last two games.
Yeah.
Even though we created so many chances, there wasn't enough, finishing at the end.
But so no one out, right? So you're talking about just you're satisfied with who you have coming in, but do you want your team to sell? Chelsea to sell players as well, or?
Well, I mean, we just sold Ziyech to.
Oh yeah. You guys did
Ghana.
offload a lot of
We
players
just
to
got-
Saudi as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ziyech left yesterday. He was announced at Gala
Yeah.
during the game.
Yeah.
You saw the video, and Hall is gonna leave to Newcastle. I'm not sure if we're gonna get rid of anybody else because of the injuries. Two injuries. So it's more about adding now.
Yeah.
He wants to give Poach wants to give Broja one more chance after his injury. He's coming back late this month or maybe somewhere next month. He wants to look at him because he said, I don't want to stop him from evolving at Chelsea by buying another striker. So we might try Broja.
That's
And
I would go with that.
Yeah,
that's what he's planning to go.
I would go.
I think you guys still need one main, like I said, top 4 contenders.
That was Nkunku. That was
Nkunku, but his
I think Chelsea's fine. But
But
with buying
if
players, I
Broja's
think it
come
should be
back,
enough.
with them to up front, I think it's enough.
Yeah.
Until Nkunku comes. I think it's enough because Broja got everything he needs to help Chelsea. It's just the injuries that are stopping him.
Yeah. And plus, Chelsea can't make the same mistake they did last year. Just keep buying a whole bunch of players and not build on the chemistry. So I think, in my opinion, this should be the cap for Chelsea, and they should build on who they got.
I mean, the preseason helped with the chemistry because they literally showed it the last 2 games that they have what it takes. It's just the end product is missing. And
That's a fair point.
That was the whole.
That's a fair point.
The blueprint was with Nkunku in mind. Because Nkunku was bought like 6 months into last season.
Yeah.
So the blueprint was like around Nkunku and some other striker that happened to be Jackson now. But Nkunku missing, that kind of ruins the whole thing up front.
Yeah.
The whole plan.
That was unlucky. But
yeah,
I think you guys made good purchases after Nkunku.
Yeah.
Even after his news. A couple good players. So that's solid.
Yeah, I mean the midfield is secure. So
yeah,
if I know he had a bad game, Casado, but that
he's
30
gonna
minutes
be
is because he didn't have a proper preseason, and he barely played even before that. So he's missing a lot of match fitness.
Yeah.
But once he gets his things straight, then I have no doubt.
Yeah.
3 is gonna be nice in the midfield.
Yep.
Yeah.
How about you, Bill? Henny?
It's obvious that I'm following up this question after a Chelsea person.
Yeah.
And obviously Casado and Livia, those are the men the main players that we needed in order to build our midfield, and that was where we were lacking because we got rid of a lot of players in the midfield,
Yep.
almost every players,
Yep.
including surprisingly Henderson and Fabinho towards the end of Saudi League. Um, but it's as a Liverpool fan, I have to say, the owners had been acting broke this whole time, and all of a sudden they come up with 150 million for Casado just a week after for a player that doesn't want to play for us,
That's crazy.
and
That could have been for Bellingham.
that money could have been for Bellingham, but I understand. But the
He was not
Bellingham,
gonna go
we
anywhere.
could have
But Madrid.
bought Bellingham, but the way Liverpool's salary is structured is he's not gonna, because if he comes in, he wants more than I don't know 400 a week at least. That's more than what Salah is getting paid right now, and Liverpool are not gonna afford that. But as far as our transfer window go, I think we did poorly compared to what our goal is
Yeah.
this season, which is top four. And also, I think we have the smallest like size team right now of the Premier League, and we only had signed two players, and I was at well, the third one just came in, Endo, but he's yet to be proven in the Premier League, and I don't know how well we're gonna do. And that was shown in the first game against Chelsea that we needed a number six, and hopefully before the transfer window is closed, we'll get somebody in,
Yeah.
maybe a defender, or it could be a right
What do you
back.
think
And
about what do you think about the difficulties Liverpool's having getting people into the club?
that is, I
What do you make
think
of it? Is that like a worry going forward even next season?
I was
that
surprised actually.
it's
I was very
I'm
surprised.
very surprised that Casado chose Chelsea over Liverpool.
Yeah.
And I understood Lavia because we were playing with Lavia. Like, we were saying we want him, and then
Yeah.
like, he felt like a second choice. So maybe,
I mean, we're
he
good.
felt some type of way to go to y'all. But again, Liverpool is not gonna pay salaries as much as the top, I don't know, the top four clubs right now, like Man City, like
Chelsea's
Chelsea.
salary is very similar to your structure because that's why one of the reasons
Which
Mason
Chelsea's,
left is
yeah.
because we're not willing to pay 250 or whatever.
Right. I don't know. At the
I,
end of the day, it all comes down to
it's weird
the
though,
owners.
because to me, I mean, like Chelsea's probably in the worst position that they've been in years.
That is
But
correct.
somehow everybody is choosing them over you guys, which I found it to be very weird. I mean, what is?
I honestly, I don't know. Like we have,
Yeah, the money's
Lavia
comparable.
was around 50, 45,
Yeah,
and Casado was the difference was like
yeah,
2, 3 million.
yep,
well, that is something to be
And
seen.
they know.
yeah,
Honestly, it is worrying. It is definitely worrying
yeah,
because as Liverpool, like even considering our recent history in the Champions League and in the Premier League, going against Man City and
right,
all that stuff, you would think
yeah.
that we
That's
would
right.
spend as much as City
Yeah,
to keep up with them, or at least like as much as any other club. I think
yeah,
we're spending a lot less because we only so far the only three signings that we have is Zobo, and you have McAllister and Endo.
yeah,
All combined are $130 million, and if you consider the Fabinho and Henderson sale was brought in 53, so that is somewhere around 70 million net that we spent. And that is, I think that is unacceptable from a Liverpool
That also says a
perspective.
lot about Liverpool's squad that they didn't have any of value players to sell.
Yes, all because we had to shade a lot of dead weight, like when it
there
comes
was a
to
lot of old
kids
players and
and
things
all
like
that,
that
and then
injured.
Milner is, you can't really get
Yeah,
anything out of Milner.
yep,
And
yep.
then the Saudi money came in and surprised us. We lost our number six, the Fabinho, and we lost Endo, the team captain. But I mean, it's work in progress. In all totality, I'll give it a C minus, and that's even being
Yeah, I
generous.
would
That's
too. I would.
being
So
I
very
think
many
it's
people who
generous.
moved to United,
Yeah.
you guys clearly have money to bid for Casado, 100 something
That
million.
surprised me.
So now y'all went and got Wataru Endo.
Yes, 20 million.
But if you have that much
20.
money,
Yeah.
Wow,
if you have that
it's
much
pretty good.
money, Endo is great. But if you have that much money to spend, I'm sure there's plenty of other number six that
We can
better
get.
than Endo. a little bit younger too that you could have brought in. So why fill that position already now quickly when there's
It's
still like 10 more days to
I,
go for
I
the
I
transfer window?
think, in my opinion, I think Hendo. I mean, yeah, yes, I'm just saying. Endo's signing was very needed. I know a lot of people are
Yeah.
gonna say he's 30 years old,
No,
he's
it's
not
needed.
known, and all that stuff. But considering that we lost Henderson, Milner, and even
Mm-hmm.
Fabinho, those are our leaders, the older players. Because right now in midfield, Sobo and McAllister, they're around 22, 23. And most of our team is pretty young, with the exception of Salah, and so you need that leadership kind of mentality. And like Endo was a captain in his team,
I feel
also
like
for his nation. So maybe he can bring in
I have no
some
doubt.
leadership.
Yeah, I
But
have no doubt.
I'm not satisfied at all.
That's
I know
yeah.
we're talking to, I think, Crystal Palace's Decore. I don't know how that's gonna go. And then I think a player from
Fulham.
What's this?
yeah,
Chelsea.
He got everything.
we'll see. But overall, I think we missed the market, and hopefully we can bring in some,
So yeah, clearly have
two,
the
at
money.
least two players, one defender
Yeah.
and one number six that can help out with Endo.
Hmm.
But we'll see. We're
Yeah.
probably gonna be broke again, but and I'm gonna ask the same question to you. How well do you think Manchester United did over the summer?
Man, Man U. I think overall, I would give it a B minus. Think it was a good move to get Onana. I think
Correct.
that was a solid
No
move.
doubt.
That
No
was,
doubt.
yeah, I
I
think
think it's just gonna change the way we play the game. We're not kicking the ball
No
out from
doubt.
the back.
Yeah, we saw that.
We can.
Even
I
though they
think,
lost, we saw that.
and that was a big issue last year with De Gea, and it's not totally his fault. With Maguire, we weren't able to get the ball out from the back, so we were just kicking it out. So possession was getting affected. I think that will get fixed with that. We bought a backup Evans. I think that was pretty good too. Experience,
I
he
still
knows the
find that
team.
weird.
No, it's pretty weird, but I mean, he did pretty well last year. Yeah, but he's a backup.
You know how many backups y'all could have bought something better?
I mean, we didn't spend
Danny
a lot of
Evans,
money
but
on him.
he's a Man U like die
He's pretty good. He's pretty
He started
solid.
off with Man U, didn't he?
He started off with Man U.
It's for the culture, like the United culture.
No, but I think
That has
I
set
think
up a
I
change.
like it. I like it because I mean, you need something. With the injuries that we've had, especially last year. With Martinez was injured. Varane is injured a lot.
I
So
heard he's
No, I
probably gonna go to
understand.
Saudi. I don't know how true that is.
yeah,
Who?
Varane.
Oh, that's not true.
but
That's not true.
I think Varane still got it. But you don't know.
doubt that he's gonna leave.
I don't
Varane is
know,
very
because that
competitive.
Saudi money is different.
No, he's
Yeah,
very
anybody.
competitive.
I mean, anybody would go. But and then we signed
Mason
Mount, which I think a lot of people have. Manu didn't need that position, right? The Manu did not. It wasn't a necessary position to fill because we were pretty okay there. We have Ericsson. We have a lot of good midfielders that could play in this position. But I do think Mason is a good signing. It's not a signing that we need, but I don't. Mason. I think people are putting him down a lot. I think he's a solid player.
It's mainly
He
Chelsea
could,
fans.
yeah, Chelsea fans. I mean, Henny said it too. Liverpool fan. I mean, people forget for Chelsea, the start of his career when Lampard brought him in, he was the best player for Chelsea,
Correct.
and so he did that, and so we have that, and then I think it gives foundation for Bruno to go up a lot. For Bruno doesn't have to worry about the back with Casemiro and Mount playing.
That's true.
But like I said, it's not. It's not. It shouldn't have been our priority to sign Mount, just because that position was good. But it's not a bad
I
signing.
think
And
you
then
guys need a number 9.
absolutely,
Again, it's the same Chelsea problem
yeah,
that is currently, we're considering the injuries and stuff.
yeah.
For Man U, it's been that case for a
Right.
while now. Since
Kane
Ronaldo left.
was the main guy.
Yeah.
Kane was the main guy. I think Man U should have spent 150 million to get him. I don't think there should have been
I
anything.
don't think Spurs had
Six.
any plan of selling to anybody
I
in the
think
Premier
that's
League.
that's a good point. I don't
I mean,
think.
forget Chelsea. They're not dealing with Chelsea. It's London thing. But
Yeah.
even to United or City,
Yeah.
anybody, I don't think they were trying to send them to another team.
Yeah, why would they too when you think about it? Champions League competitors.
I mean, it's been done between Arsenal and Chelsea. It's been done between Arsenal and United. It's not the first thing.
Yeah.
Even players as good as him been gone, and
I know.
But
I
I
don't
feel
know,
like
just-
I mean that's also
his status as a
Yeah, he's still in his
first player.
prime, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know. That might be
it's-
tainted if he goes to a
yeah,
different.
but I think if
Yeah,
Levy and them
Premier League.
allowed it, if they brought that to the table, United proposal and stuff, with the same amount of money, Ken wouldn't mind go to United.
No, Kane wouldn't have
I
mind.
thought he was gonna go to United.
Kane wouldn't mind. Why would he mind? It's a great team.
It was their decision to let him go outside of EPL.
Yeah, but also,
Which is a
Bayern
good
is a
move.
solid move when you think about it for him. He can go win Champions League
Easy
possibly,
trophies.
and he
Easy
can win
trophies.
Champions
I mean,
League.
not Champions League is easy.
Easy
with
trophy.
them, but easy trophies as far
Yeah.
as like domestic.
Yeah,
trophies.
easy trophies and maybe 40 goals, and maybe 40 goals.
Nah, because the first game that he went to.
It's not his
Oh
fault.
yeah, he lost.
Was
It's
it
not
a
his
opportunity
fault.
for him?
His,
I think it's a juju. I think
Should
it's a
have
juju.
started him.
They got spanked,
Should've
man.
started him, but I don't
Kane
think
was
it was
match fit to play.
Ah, man,
Because
but
the first real the first league game, he scored 2 and assisted. I think.
Bring him back to Manu, but I think that's the.
yeah, so we missed out on Kane. So I'm waiting for Holland to see to see what he can do for us. I mean, I personally haven't seen too many games of him. I've seen highlights. I've seen some games that are important. I've seen him play international. He seems pretty solid, but hasn't been tested. So I'm hoping that could fix our issue because I feel like if we have him and then we have Rashford on the left or right, and then we have Bruno playing in the back, and then you have like 2-3 players that can play on the other side with Garnacho, Sancho, Anthony.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do something, but that forward position has to work, and we'll see in a couple of weeks when it happens.
Yeah, a couple of clubs are still still fixing their last year problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so our next question is gonna be considering the past 2 games.
Yeah.
Considering the past 2 games, game week 1 and game week 2, what do you think your team needs improvement on? And I'm gonna pass this question back to a Man U fan as well, whom they lost 2-2.
So I would say,
Spurs.
yeah, I know. I would say the thing is, I mean, the first game we didn't play amazing. We played okay against Wolves. They had some chances. We created chances as well. We scored the goals that we can. We missed a lot of chances, but again, that forward position was clearly missing.
Yeah.
And then, but we squeezed the win, and then we faced Spurs, and absolutely just we did not look like a team.
Yeah, y'all didn't show up at all.
The first half was better, but even the first half, I mean, we missed 2 clear chances. I mean, Rashford had a good chance, and Bruno was a wide open chance. I mean, that header should have been in the goal, right? So when you look at those 2, a forward would have put that away. So it goes back to like that position. If that position is not fixed, we're not finishing top 4. If that position is fixed, I think Man U has the squad. If that position, he comes in and he dominates that number 9 position, then Man U can compete with anybody in Europe.
Yeah, it only takes one player to complete.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So you think you'll obviously will improve, because feels like the only way is up for you guys from this point on, because it can't get any worse, right?
No, it can't get any worse. Yeah, and I
think they lost their main striker.
Yeah, and they looked more like a team than they did. So, but I mean, we just have. I mean, you has to fix that problem. If I mean, I wish he was fit enough to play the first 2 games so we could see. And if that was problematic, maybe Eric would have gotten another striker or something. I don't know. I mean, in addition, but that's not the case. So we'll wait 2 weeks and find out. Yeah.
Chelsea.
I mean, it's the same for Chelsea. It's very similar. We lost 1, we tied 1. and I know they managed to win the first game against
Right.
Wolves, but it's a very similar situation. You know, we perform, we created a bunch of chances to score on Liverpool, to score on West Ham.
Mm-hmm.
And the West Ham was even worse because we had a penalty
Sure.
and we missed our penalty. Before that,
Yeah.
most of the game was on the outside of the 18 box.
It
So
was. It
chances
was.
are there. Finishing it, yeah, it's a different question. Jackson showed, what he could do. He
Yes,
made
yes.
some
Oh,
good runs.
Jackson
Has a
is
lot of
Jackson is that
potential.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he makes a lot of runs. That's literally what was missing last season.
Yeah.
Nobody was running. He makes a lot of runs. He's there. But that partner in Kuku
Yeah.
being injured, and now we
Yeah,
lost
James.
James is always
That's a
hurt.
big
James is
loss.
always
For a
hurt.
while.
James is
Yeah.
Big
always hurt.
loss.
I don't
Yeah.
understand why he got the captaincy. If
Who else could you give it to?
For a player that's going to be missing at least half of the games in the season.
Well, I
And
mean, he got it before that, though, right?
Chilwell. Chilwell gets injured a lot too.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
true.
how that like. I mean, but then
Yeah.
Chelsea hasn't figured out a lot of things yet. I would assume.
Yeah.
Eventually they'll sort that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, and have you read Casado's performance? Obviously, I have to bring that up.
I mean, given how the game was going, we were watching it together, and he was telling me like, every chance we missed since the first half, and toward until 90 something minute, every chance we missed was leading to us, ruining ourselves in the second half. Because with the more you miss chances, you're gonna get punished. When you get punished, you're gonna regret the chances you missed. By doing that, your mind is not playing. So we missed those chances, clear chances, and then second half they came out different.
I agree.
I don't know what happened to us. We were not the team that played in the first half. I don't know what they talked about, but it was a totally different team that came out, and they were still playing counterattack, but having a big man like Antonio in the front.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's
What a goal that
Oliver,
was.
and the fact that we were playing at their 18 box leaves one or two people on the back. Antonio can handle two people.
Right.
And we saw it. He demolished that ball on scoring from outside of the box or whatever. So that counter attack worked for them, but for us, we lose a lot of focus.
Yeah.
Whenever things don't go our way, we lose focus.
Do you think that's because it's a lot of young players with less experiences, or is that something that's gonna be fixed?
No, it's not much about being young because last season we had some experienced players. It was the same situation. If you saw it, as soon as they scored, they went back, right? And then they ended up getting red card. That made it worse because all of their 9 players were in the box. All of them. You can't make shots, you can't do anything. And then you start seeing a little bit of last year Chelsea where they just literally pass it around the box. Just pass it
It's
around
a
the
new
box.
team, It's just a new team.
I know,
I think that's what it is.
I know, but like it's a new team, but at the same time, some of the core players were last year, and the feeling stays with you. When things don't go your way, the feeling stays with you.
Oh yeah. I can understand as a Man U fan.
The first game we could have won it, and then the second game we should have won it.
Yeah.
But we lose, and then we tie, and then the feeling of like last year started creeping.
Yeah, for sure.
We started making mistakes.
Yep.
But
you need the momentum.
I saw a good team out there, better than I expected.
Yeah.
We making runs, we creating chances. If we can put those in, then we're straight. So it's totally different from last season. I have a good feeling about it. The 2 games I saw, I have good feelings about it.
It's a lot of potential with Chelsea. A lot of potential.
It just they need time, man.
They need like that 1, 2, 3 things to tighten up.
Yeah. And one more thing is that if we play big teams that are willing to play us, we're good. Yeah. We can make it work. But if teams sit in the back, that's where the problem comes. That's where the problem comes. That's where we lose. Because once we get to the 18 box, the creativity is gone. Yeah. Nobody makes runs. It's overloaded. We can't break those. Like City will run around them. Arsenal will run around them and create chances. And somehow, or Liverpool get in the box somehow and get a penalty. Chelsea missing that creativity at the end. Because if they sit back, they're going to catch us with counterattack. It happened so many times last season, and now we saw it now happen last game.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. How about you, Annie? What's Liverpool looking like, man?
So it's again like it's a reflective of what the transfer window was.
Yeah.
Literally, like we lost a lot of midfielders. We only brought in two, and we tried to play McAllister as a number six, and then brought Cody, who's an attacker, into the midfield, trying to see how that works. So it's a couple of players that are playing out of their position right now, but our attacking is amazing. Like we saw it during the preseason, and also even though we didn't create that many chances against Chelsea, we were critical on that one goal that Salah assisted.
That's the thing about Liverpool.
Ye-
You thrive when it comes to teams sitting down.
yes,
You love that.
yes.
If team come at you, though, it's a different story.
It's
Oh,
yeah,
you have
we get
Salah too,
yeah.
man.
That
You
you
have
got
Salah,
Salah
man.
running, and then you have
that like parking the bus. You guys love that.
we can play
Yeah,
around it.
So
We
you
can play
guys run
around it.
around.
Yeah, there are
That
individually skilled
up
players.
front, yeah. There's
I've
so many
man.
skill players,
Like
man.
because you have Luis Diaz and
Yeah,
can run around
Yo,
players.
he looks like he's not. He hasn't been injured.
That's I was
yeah,
scared for him,
yeah,
and like
He came strong.
as a
yeah.
someone who had an ACL, messed up myself. It's coming back from that kind of injury to just
Yeah.
dominate again.
He looks fresh.
He looks fresh
He
and
looks
ready,
good.
That
and
goal
Yeah,
was
like
beautiful.
the goal was amazing.
Yeah.
The goal was amazing.
he has a
But
lot of heart too, man. I like
yeah,
him.
he
I
can
like
play.
him.
Yeah.
He can
It's
play.
like,
I like him.
Nunes
Nunes
was on bench.
Nunes started on bench on both
They have
games,
Nunes play 5 minutes,
but
man. That's crazy.
Nunes,
Nunes is.
uh, I don't know. Like I want to be very supportive, obviously,
How old is he
of
again?
Nunes. I think he's like 21 or 22. He's still young.
Oh, that's
There's time for him to grow, but like there was that expectation when he came into the league last season with everybody was
Haaland.
comparing him to Haaland, and I did my share of comparing him myself, and I thought he was going to do amazingly, but there's something that's missing from him. It's the finishing. I like his running. He comes back and like defends as well, like, as an attacker. But there's something that he's missing. He needs to be more clinical.
Even if he doesn't
Um,
score, does he make your team better as opposed to Jota?
See, that's the thing. Now, how I feel as a supporter watching the games is I think we miss a few things when Nunes is on the thing on the pitch rather than Jota or even Gakpo for that matter. I think Nunes can run. He's physical. He has aggression and all that, but
yeah,
those little skill movements that like agility and all that, like I think there's something missing. And maybe like if it works out for him, down the line in the season, we can see something happening. But the main thing is again like we missing midfielders. Hopefully, we can bring some in. We us missing a number six is exposing our back line, especially Trent, because Trent always drifts in
yeah,
and he's always attacking. He's more of a wing than a defender, really. And then Konate has to cover him, so he has to leave a little bit of space in between. And then Van Dijk has to stretch. Robo has to come from the other side. So if teams can play counterattack against us, that is our weakness. And just kick it down to our right wing to where Trent is supposed to be.
yeah.
And you have an option there. But hopefully we can
You have a tough
I,
game coming up.
seal, yeah.
I think.
And we have a tough game coming up. We playing Newcastle. I think that would be a
Well,
good
Newcastle's looking tough,
and a
man.
statement kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
game.
yeah.
Win it, and then we have a say.
But
Lose it, it's okay. Tie it, that means we're not as bad as I think we are.
but
But we'll see how that
you need.
goes.
I feel like in order for you guys to win the trophy, you need a number 9, and you cannot win that with Jota.
No, I
You
think
can't.
we can definitely win it
No,
with Jota. Jota's very clinical.
it,
Jota will
Jota's like Jesus, right? With Jesus, Jesus is an amazing player,
right.
but he needs a striker either to support him, or he needs like it was like City before Holland versus City now. City went and won the Tremel. And it's the same case with Man U. You will come close without a striker because you can play the Rashfords, the Jotas there, but you need a striker, man.
That player was supposed to be Nunes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Was supposed to be
that's
Nunes,
what I mean.
But currently, Jota is performing
absolutely
a lot better than Nunes.
yeah.
So he's the better option, obviously. But I don't think we need any forwards.
No, not to buy it though. What I'm saying is Nunes have to come on board.
Yes.
Like you guys have to get Nunes to play in order for you to be that squad.
I think it's a little confidence issue too.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he gets like a few goals in. Yeah, no, Jota is performing like that.
No, absolutely. You can't sell him. It's just like you need your striker, like your main number 9 to perform. Like your main number 1, number 9. Like if you look back at it, even City's biggest, like City was dominating. They won the league multiple times without a proper striker.
An actual striker.
But they get that one striker, and this is because it's with City. They get that one striker, it's boom. Liverpool, Nunes was like, he's giving you 25 goals a season.
Yeah, that would
over,
it, Yeah. But still, right now, I think our forwards.
So for the last segment of our episode 1, what we're gonna do is every week we list out all the games and we each say our predictions, and we'll keep track of the totals, and we'll see who's gonna come out the top at the end, right?
All right.
And we'll announce. We're gonna have some dares and some prizes going on.
Definitely. Whoever gets the most points.
Yeah.
The least point, I should say, out of us 3
gets the punishment.
Yeah. We haven't decided on the punishment yet.
We haven't.
If y'all have. If y'all have any suggestions, between now and Thursday, we're definitely accepting.
Exactly.
Don't make it too crazy now.
So
keep it PG, and then give us suggestions. We'll definitely appreciate that.
Exactly, and it can be. I mean, we might do some weekly, weekly ones, and then the general overall one at the end of the season. So
definitely
cool. So let's get started. I mean. We'll just say which team you think is gonna win, and then that's it. If you think it's a tie, it's a tie. So let's go Chelsea Luton.
Chelsea finally a win.
I think that's a final win for Chelsea too.
Bournemouth Spurs. Well, I picked Chelsea as well, but go ahead. Yes,
Spurs is beautiful.
So Spurs.
I hate to say it again. I keep supporting like Arsenal and Spurs, but I'm trying to be logical about it.
Yeah, Spurs.
It's Spurs better team.
Any?
I think this is Spurs, and this is away.
Yeah.
Bournemouth is not bad. They played against Liverpool last time out, so they're all right. I think I see a tie on this one.
A tie one, okay. I'm going Spurs.
Spurs.
I think Spurs got this. Arsenal home against Fulham.
I can see that a tie.
Oh wow! Okay. That's crazy.
London games, they are unpredictable most of the time.
Okay.
Definitely Arsenal.
Arsenal as well. Brentford home, Crystal Palace.
Those 2 teams are really nice. I see a tie.
Solid.
Yeah. I've been surprised by Brentford, so I'll go Brentford on this one.
Brentford. I'm going to go to Brentford as well. I think Brentford takes it 1-0.
Brentford is home.
Yeah, Brentford is home. Yeah. You sticking to your
okay.
To Everton home against Wolves.
You want to go first now?
I'll go tie.
Okay. Everton Wolves. Everton was not in the game, so I'd go. I'd go Wolves on this one.
Okay.
Everton all day.
Everton.
They don't tap this.
Solid.
Okay.
It's solid.
Everton, they created so many chances, they just can't score.
Yeah.
But Wolves
got spanked too. Wolves got spanked. Well, I think it was 5-1 at the end or something.
Wolves are good in the counterattack.
Yeah.
But against Everton, they're going to toe to toe, so Everton will come on top.
Okay.
We got Man U home against Nottingham Forest.
Ooh.
I got Man U. Oh, what do you mean? Ooh.
Nah, I'm just saying. Nothing on Forest.
Wow.
I mean, but this is at Ultra Ford. Yeah, this is at Ultra Ford. So I'll go with the United again. Yeah.
I think this is a statement game for us.
Nottingham Forest played Arsenal home. Arsenal's home.
Wow.
Yeah.
They almost probably maybe a little bit deserved a tie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go with a tie?
No, I'll go. I'll go for United. I'm just saying, Nottingham Forest could surprise you.
We're not getting surprised. There's no way, man.
What just all be wrong?
All right, we got Sunday games. We got Burnley. We got one more Saturday game. We got Brighton at home versus West Ham. That's a solid game.
Brighton easily.
Okay.
I'd go with Brighton too.
I got a tie. I think West Ham impressed me.
On top of that,
I got a tie.
Do you have a point? West Ham against Chelsea?
Behind the ball.
No, it's not that. They took their chances. They got scorers. They got Antonio scoring. Paqueta was playing well.
Annoyingly.
They got some solid players. No.
Yeah, so
Benrahma was playing amazing. I don't know. I think they got it. Don't sleep on them.
West Ham lost their defender. Red card.
Yeah, but they have pretty solid bench as well. No, you're right. You're
Aguero,
right.
Yeah,
You're
right.
right.
Aguero got a red card.
But I'm sticking to my tie on that one. All right, so Burnley home against Aston Villa.
Ooh, Burnley home.
I got Aston Villa.
Did I scroll back? I don't think I chose.
Oh, you
but
didn't choose?
I'd go with Brighton.
You didn't choose.
Oh, okay.
Burnley versus Aston Villa.
Burnley versus Aston Villa. Ooh,
I got
this
Aston
one is
Villa.
tough. This one is tough. I can see a
Burnley.
goalless draw on this one actually.
So is this who's home again?
Burnley's home and against Villa.
I'm going for a tie as well. I'm going to change my pick. I mean, I think Burnley, they were impressive last season championship. And then, I think I go with tie.
Yeah, company's doing a great job.
I think Burnley can win because they rested extra week because the game was postponed.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Burnley could take this home. Aston Villa is a little shaky.
Yeah.
They're playing away, right?
They are playing
A
away.
little shaky. I mean, they will both score. It's both teams gonna score kind of thing, kind of game. It's gonna be more than 2 goals, but I can see Burnley getting the home win.
Okay.
Because they were, like you said, they were nice against City. They literally did not take their chances.
Henny, you chose?
Yes, I say 0-0, but a tie.
Okay. Sheffield home against City.
Ooh. I am City.
I don't think we need to pick on here, right?
City.
I don't think I need to elaborate.
City here. All right. Last game, Newcastle home versus Liverpool.
All right now. This is a game we can't lose.
Be logical.
Yeah, I'm definitely picking Liverpool. I'm definitely picking Liverpool.
I got an idea for this one, man.
You say that again?
I got an idea for this one.
What's up?
Let's choose a score.
Okay.
We can do our regular thing as a tally,
Yeah,
right? You
yeah.
pick it, but then let's pick a score. Whoever gets the score right, the other two get a prank, get something. You know,
Okay.
or something. We'll put it on the comments. If we get any comments,
Wait,
we'll have
so say it again. Look, I got it.
So this first, let's pick our game,
Our
right?
picks.
So
Liverpool.
I got
Liverpool.
Newcastle.
I got a tie. Wow. So one of us.
Ooh, one of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I think
one,
that's simple.
one.
That's it. We don't even have to do
Yeah.
anything.
Oh yeah,
else.
we don't have to do anything.
Yeah, it's only one option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ooh, that's
Liverpool.
That's
You mean
crazy.
Newcastle?
Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm like biased. Hell yeah. but I'm definitely objectively.
He can't do that.
It's that always
I mean,
comes
Liverpool
to
is solid,
Liverpool
man.
has a solid team. Like to be honest with you, like I would be happy with a tie. Right now, I would be happy with a tie.
Newcastle don't sit back like they did with City. They don't sit back like they do with City.
I don't think they would because they
That's the thing you guys have.
they're not as scared of us as they are against
Yeah,
City.
it's both teams gonna
And they're
score,
playing home.
and I can see
Don't forget that.
both teams.
I
gonna
think they
score.
played away against City, right?
Yeah.
They played away.
I think we will still manage
Both
to
teams will
pull it
score.
off.
Newcastle will take it on.
Okay,
So, we
all
got
right,
it. So
that's good enough.
So this is
I could see
on the side.
This is
The
on
winner
side.
picks some sort of dare
Yeah,
for the other two losers, right?
I agree.
I can see Gordon or Barnes playing with Trent. He has
Cool.
to stay in the back, and he can't. You guys not.
And he
gonna
can't
attack as
stay.
much.
I think he's injured too.
Who,
We
Trent?
shall
Trent-
see.
Trent
we shall.
is, like,
that's a big loss,
It's
man.
not. It's not
That's a big
injury.
loss.
Injury is like he's a
You just
doubt.
gotta knock.
Like last time
He
out,
has to
he
be-
came out with
He
a
has to be 100% fit to
yeah
face
to
those two.
yeah.
Yeah.
Last time out, he had
And he has to stay in the back because Gordon is sneaky in the back. Gordon will just keep running.
Yeah.
And if he gets stepped out, Harvey is a really cut and shoot kind of guy. So
Yeah.
Trent has to be on his fitness and has to stay back most of the time.
But yeah,
It's tough.
I think
Robo can handle anybody.
Robo defensively, attackingly,
Yeah.
he's very solid. He's a true left back, I'd say.
Yeah.
I have him on my fantasy, but that's off topic. Anyways, I think that concludes episode 1. Thank you all for joining. Please watch, subscribe, share, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.
Alrighty, cheers.
Thank you for next episode.